Hello, I am Dr. Heather Neal. I'm co-founder of and CEO of Global Nutritional Healing, and I'm here today with
Joy Feldman. I also am co-founder and director of Global Nutritional Healing. And we have a wonderful guest with us today. Michaela, please go
Michaela.
ahead and introduce yourself and where you're from.
Yeah, hi, my name is Michaela Felgine, and I live in San Diego from Seattle originally, and have been working as a nutritional balancing practitioner for, about 3.5 years now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, how do you say your last name again? Is it French?
Yeah, it's French, so it's Felgine. There's an
Okay,
S at the end, but you don't pronounce it.
okay. So I know you were in France for a while.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, how did you find mineral balancing? What's your story?
It's a long story, but it was basically 20 years of being really, really ill. I was, I think, 19 when I started getting ill. I started having tremors, and left side of my body went basically completely numb. I couldn't walk for 6 months. We pass out. I had a myriad of symptoms. I had chemical sensitivities. It seemed over the 20 years they would like come and go, never went completely. New ones would be added on. So, I probably saw over 100 doctors, went to, traditional medical doctors. I went to naturopaths. I did homeopathy. I did everything. So 20 years later, I kind of realized it was something to do with minerals, but I couldn't ever take any supplements. The naturopaths would throw the supplements at me, and it wouldn't even last a day, wouldn't even last an hour. I take them, and within an hour, I'd be very sick. So I gave up on all that, and I started searching minerals. Minerals, and
That's a
actually,
good way to start, right?
yeah. And
Once
so
you've already
then
been doing
I
it for a
found
while.
nutritional balancing, and then I called you. Um,
Wonderful.
yeah. And then, I remember you prescribing the minerals and me thinking, oh, here we go again. I'll just take them, and within an hour I'll be done, and I'll call her and say sorry. And miracle of miracles, I took them, and I kept taking them, and within 3 days, I felt amazing. I hadn't felt like that since I was a kid. So, yeah, and here we are now. What, 5 or 6 years? 6 years later, and all those symptoms are gone. I, all of them are gone. So every
Yay.
single one. So, yeah, big fan of nutritional balancing.
Wonderful. Yeah, we hear that often with minerals when people start, think, oh boy, here we go again. We're going to have the same problem.
Mhm.
And, Dr. Pollack really figured it out. He figured out what we needed according to our hair test.
Mhm.
And, depending on your chemistry. And so that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, Michaela, how do people find you if they want to work with you?
Um, well, most of the people that find me are actually referrals, but
Right.
you can find me through my website at mineraltailoring.com. So it's mineraltailoring.com. But yeah, generally I've got a lot of referral business, and but you can
Wonderful.
go on that website. I've got a calendar. You can reserve a phone call with me, 20 minutes to see what I'm about and what you're looking for. And you can do it that way.
Well, great. And what I'll do in the notes, if anybody's interested to working with you, I'll put your website in there so people
Oh,
can
great.
find you.
Great.
Yes, because we can, Michaela can work virtually, so it doesn't matter where you are. She can work with you.
Yeah,
The beauty of
definitely.
technology,
That's
right?
right. I think of Michaela as kind of like a little scientist. She's always researching everything, and every time I talk to her, she's always just a
Well,
researcher,
that's
you
my
know?
actually that's my favorite part of doing what I do is researching all
Yeah,
the books
you're
that we
really good.
used, and then in my training, and then obviously I've gotten accumulated more books since. But whenever I have a new client, I can't wait to look at their results. Can't wait to see what their symptoms are, how it correlates, and pour over the books and see what's going on with that.
Right. It's a lot of fun and it's
Yeah,
very
it's a lot of fun.
individualized too.
Mhm.
So you spend a lot of time on that.
Yeah.
So the last question is what are the benefits of taking the training?
Oh, so many. I mean, well, initially for me, the Bennett, well, I had you, as my practitioner, but to really understand on a deep level for myself personally what was going on and what is, what has gone on. And then, using it with my family, friends, extended family. And then I think for me, the major benefit is I'm able to help people like myself that couldn't find anybody or at the end of their rope or have spent all their money. That's my biggest joy in doing what I do, is able to help people. So that for me is the biggest benefit. I don't get any more joy than having someone call me and be like, oh my gosh, the symptoms are gone. I can't believe it.
I know, get so excited. Well, especially since you had a long haul there. This was
Yeah.
not like you weren't sick for a month, or, we're not talking like a typical flu for a few days. We're talking, what, decades, really.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, decades. And I think the hardest thing with a lot of people that have been sick that long is that they lose hope. And I totally understand, because hope is a scary thing. And it's hard to convey that to people, that there is hope, that this is really something real. It's effective. It works. Like I said, I've tried everything. Nothing touched it.
I know. I remember talking to you, I'm like, oh my goodness, you did a lot. And the amount of money, that people you spent.
Oh yeah, it was probably well over $200,000 in 20 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. We traveled to different countries. I mean, we're traveling to different countries back and forth going. I mean, it was unbelievable the amount of money. And it was my husband, my parents, everybody poured in money for my house.
Yeah.
And then I found, nutritional balancing, which is reasonably priced. So
Yeah. So we're very fortunate, and you could do it at home.
Yeah.
That's Michaela can work with you from home. You don't have to, go to her state and show up. You know what I mean? So she can work with you from home. So do you have any other benefits from the program, Michaela?
I think I've got 4 kids, so the flexible schedule is great. There's not a lot of 9 to 5s I can do with 4 kids, so that's wonderful. Trying to think what else. I think for me it's the research part, and then just seeing people get better. That is really
Right.
the biggest things for me.
Those are great. I forgot that you mentioned that you are a full-time mom here. So she's got 4 kids. Your youngest, how old are they're twins, right?
A 9. Yeah.
They're twins, correct?
Yes. 2
Yes.
9-year-olds. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Michaela. So we're very fortunate to have you as a practitioner. We love having you. And if you'd like to work with Michaela, we're going to put her website in the notes. And do you have any questions, Joy?
No, I think you guys covered everything.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for watching, and we'll have information in the notes. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.